They cut my New Year call to my son, I said, my voice trembling as the screen went black mid-sentence. They claimed it was a connection issue, some glitch in the Wi-Fi. But it wasn't the signal that was broken. It was their policy, a deliberate silencing designed to keep us quiet and isolated. My name is Richard, and at 74 years old, I've come to terms with a lot in life. The aches in my joints from years of carpentry work, the quiet evenings in this nursing home where the days blend into one another. I moved into Evergreen Meadows 2 years ago, after my wife, Margaret, passed away from a long illness 10 years prior. She was my everything, my partner in raising our son, Thomas, and building a life full of simple joys. Thomas is all I have left now. He's 45, a successful lawyer in the city with a family of his own. He's busy. I get that, but he never misses our traditions. Every New Year's Eve, we do a video call at midnight, chatting about the year gone by, toasting with whatever we have on hand, even if it's just herbal tea for me. It's our way of bridging the miles, of keeping that father-son bond alive. I'm a peaceful man by nature, not one to rock the boat or raise my voice. I follow the rules, say please and thank you, and try to make the best of things. But this year, that peace was shattered, and I found a strength I didn't know I still had. The injustices started small, but snowballed into something unbearable, each one chipping away at my spirit until I couldn't take it anymore. It began on New Year's Eve itself. I'd set up in the common room, my tablet propped on the table, waiting for Thomas's call. The home was quiet, most residents in bed early, the staff milling about with half-hearted holiday cheer. When the call connected, Thomas's face lit up the screen. "Dad, Happy New Year almost. How's everything?" We talked for maybe a minute about his kids' excitement, my latest puzzle I'd finished, when suddenly the call dropped. No warning, just black. I tried reconnecting, but the Wi-Fi icon blinked erratically. Nurse Carla appeared then, her face impassive. "Connection issue, Mr. Jenkins. Happens all the time. Try again tomorrow." Tomorrow? New Year's Day wasn't the same, but I nodded, not wanting trouble. Later that evening, a memo was slipped under doors. Due to high usage, phone and video calls are limited to 2 minutes per day for your health and rest. 2 minutes? Barely enough for a hello and goodbye. I overheard Mrs. Gloria from room 118 whispering to another resident during breakfast the next day. "They cut my call to my daughter 3 times last week, said it was policy. I was in the middle of telling her about my doctor's visit." Her eyes were misty. She relied on those calls like lifelines. I started noticing patterns. My room phone, meant for emergencies, suddenly wouldn't dial out. I checked my tablet one night and found it set to airplane mode. How? I hadn't touched it. When I asked Carla during her rounds, she shrugged. "Too many phone calls make seniors anxious. It's for your own good, keeps your blood pressure down." Anxious? Talking to my son calmed me, grounded me. It wasn't anxiety they feared. It was connection, the kind that might lead to questions about the home's care. The buildup was relentless, the abrupt cutoffs, the arbitrary limits, the shared stories of isolation, the tampered devices, and that condescending excuse. It felt like a systematic effort to mute us, to keep our voices from reaching the outside world where they might matter. The breaking point came unexpectedly in a hushed conversation I wasn't meant to hear. I'd wheeled myself to the lounge for a late-night cup of tea, the halls dim and empty. Voices drifted from the staff room, Manager Ellis and a couple of nurses. If families don't hear complaints, they won't cause trouble, Ellis said, his tone matter-of-fact. Keep the calls short. Redirect if they start whining about food or meds. We can't afford inspections. Whining? Our legitimate concerns reduced to nuisances. It hit me then. This wasn't incompetence. It was a policy of silencing, designed to protect the home from scrutiny. My hands clenched on my walker. No more. If they wanted silence, I'd give them noise they couldn't ignore. Revenge for a man like me wasn't about confrontation. It was about evidence, cold and irrefutable. I'd kept an old mini recorder from my carpentry days, hidden in my drawer for jotting down measurements or ideas. Small, discreet, with a long battery life. The next morning, during housekeeping, I tucked it under the cleaning cart as the aide stepped out for supplies. It blended in with the rags and bottles, voice-activated to capture any chatter. I waited patiently. That afternoon, the staff meeting happened in the lounge, routine check-in. The recorder caught it all. Ellis reiterating the policy. Limit calls to 2 minutes. If they push, blame the tech. Families hear happy voices only. No gripes about understaffing or cold meals. Keeps everyone content, Carla chimed in. Like with old Jenkins, cut his New Year call. He bought the connection story. Laughter followed. Seniors are easy. They forget by morning. My blood ran cold listening back in my room. This was proof, undeniable audio of their scheme. I transferred the file to my tablet via a cable I'd stashed, then emailed it to Thomas with a note. Son, listen to this. They're silencing us on purpose. Need your help. Thomas, being a lawyer specializing in elder rights, responded within hours. Dad, this is gold. Abuse through isolation. I'm on it, alerting media contacts too. He didn't waste time. By evening, he'd shared the audio anonymously with a local news station, framing it as a whistleblower tip. They verified it quickly, and the story broke online that night. Nursing home accused of silencing policy to hide complaints. The consequences erupted like fireworks on New Year's. By morning, families swarmed the lobby, Thomas leading the charge, his briefcase in hand. We demand answers, he thundered at Ellis, who looked like he'd seen a ghost. Reporters hovered outside, cameras rolling. Residents, emboldened, shared their stories, cut calls, tampered phones, dismissed concerns. The audio went viral. 400,000 shares by noon. Hashtags like silenced seniors trending. Comments flooded. Outrage from adult children. Calls for investigations. The state health department launched an emergency audit. Inspectors arrived unannounced. Ellis and 2 nurses, including Carla, were suspended pending review. The home issued a frantic apology. "We're reviewing policies to ensure open communication." But it was too late. Lawsuits brewed, funding threatened. In the midst of the chaos, Thomas pulled me aside in the lounge, wrapping me in a hug. "Dad, your voice mattered all along. You exposed them." I smiled, feeling a weight lift. Silencing seniors is easy, but truth is louder. But let me take you deeper into how this all unfolded, because the details reveal the true depth of their deception and the power of one quiet act. That New Year's call cutoff wasn't random. We'd just started discussing my recent fall in the shower. Slippery floors, no grab bars. "Dad, that sounds negligent," Thomas had said, right before the screen blanked. Coincidence? Hardly. The 2-minute limit memo appeared the next day, retroactively justifying it. Mrs. Poit's, Gloria's story wasn't unique. During group therapy, more confessions emerged. Mr. Lopez had his call to his grandson interrupted mid-prayer. Mrs. Chen missed her daughter's pregnancy update. 3 times, Gloria emphasized, her hands shaking. It built a sense of shared victimhood, whispers turning to resolve. Discovering airplane mode on my tablet? I'd woken early, unable to sleep, and fiddled with settings. There it was, toggled on. Carla's anxious excuse during her visit. Patronizing, as if we were children afraid of thunder. But the staff meeting audio tied it all. Redirect gripes. Code for suppression. Planting the recorder felt like a spy novel. My hands, calloused from years of woodworking, steadied as I hid it. Listening back alone, Ellis's casual cruelty, the laughter, it fueled me. Emailing Thomas? A leap of faith. He'd always been my advocate. The viral storm? Overwhelming. Shares climbed. 100K, 200K, 400K. News segments played clips, voices altered for anonymity. Experts decrying it as emotional abuse. Families arrived en masse. Hugs, tears, demands. Ellis stammered denials in the lobby, but Thomas dismantled them with legal precision. "This audio proves intent. Expect subpoenas." Suspensions were swift. Carla escorted out, protesting. The audit uncovered more. Understaffing, falsified logs. Changes followed. Unlimited calls, better Wi-Fi, a resident hotline. Thomas's hug that day? Profound. Your voice mattered, echoing my late wife's words. We reclaimed New Year's belatedly, toasting in the lounge with the loud visitors. Silencing thrives in shadows, but recording pierces it. If muted, find your device, literal or figurative. Truth amplifies, louder than any policy. Here's to voices unbroken, ringing clear.